The question is, can you compete in the 5v5? You know, how is that going to work out here? Because BLG, you know, with that Emilio, definitely giving a lot of added strength here to Elk. The Talia, a really controversial pick. We've seen some of that into tank mythics.
Ooh,
as Hans,
nice.
Oh, Hans is getting real low.
Well, meanwhile, top side, Shun coming
trouble.
up. Immediately the flash from Bin to guarantee the land on the counter strike. Broken Blade. He's trying to get away, but he gets stunned. The flash is wasted.
Pushing away from G2, so they need to crash it. The problem is, even with Yike here, he's low. You can't win the 3v3.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can crash this wave, even with your jungler here, and they're disrespecting.
They go for the flash, and it's on stop. I immediately killed. G2 do not respect. The whole time, it's Yagao and Shun working together to take the first Drake of the game. Not a super early one. Almost 11 minutes in before we get that first Drake, so it's not going to be.
Spot the TP, and they are running for the hills.
On is the target. Caps wants to try to find him. A little more damage from long range coming out from Hans Sama's Kog'Maw. Needs one more living artillery. Ain't going to hit it just yet. On dies. Hans Sama. Time from the very start of the play. But now Caps just immediately jumped on by Shun. Walks behind the W2, but it will not matter. Yagao.
You stack the passive, you land that stun first. It guarantees the ulti to follow. And the fling there as well, and now not even gonna get the charge maybe.
Yeah, the Herald is destroyed before it can attack the turret. Yike and Caps both at half HP. Yagao and On singing a similar song as Broken Blade makes his way into the bottom lane with the Unleashed TP. Elk fighting it off using the ulti and the flash to
they
get
don't see
himself
him.
out. Ben is coming around from the side. He's gonna go after Hans. The Jax has arrived, the counter-strike is down, and Hans Sama's out of there.
He wants
Broken
more.
Blade might be number 2. He's waiting on the steadfast presence to fade. Ben's going in. Flash into the empowered auto attack. He's going to be stunned up into the wall, but it will not matter. Double kill for the Jax Copter. He's got to try to get away now. The Caps is coming in to try to take him down. Shun's in the middle of 3. Ben stays alive with a TP coming in for BLG. Nobody on their side dies, and it's 2 more kills for the Elk. Too risky.
And look at the topside summoners. You know, there's no flashes on the top side for G2 whatsoever. I think does tend to favor BLG when you're playing a composition that wants to attack from multiple. They are really playing it out smart, and Bin not overstepping on the top side because he knows he's on the weak side of the map. So you push in bot, you guarantee the tower there, you take away the jungle.
Weaver's wall to just barely reach the part of the terrain, so Yike had to flash over. He keeps himself alive. Broken Blade nicely timed on the ulti there. Because he is on this champion that almost always commands its entire team to play around it. Hold on now. On face checking. Caps.
Yagao was topside, Bin based. Maybe BLG try to go for a fight afterwards, but there's no shot you're actually going to be able to get that dragon.
Seismic shove onto Mickey. Shun's going to be knocked away. He stays alive for now. Mickey needs to retreat here too. Elk's the kind of player that can do that mechanical performance.
He's the man with the knife. He's looking to do some carving.
Let's see if Caps can get away from this one. Yagao brings in the Weaver's wall to back up Bin. Guarantee that this is not a fair fight. Seconds, and he doesn't have TP when he respawns. Yagao's got to make sure he gets back to safety. Flashing out of the way of the Glacial Fissure. Baron's still going to be burned down. Yike looking for an entryway into the pit. They're not wanting to burn it down too low just yet. It's going to be slain by Elk on the Xayah. Frontline tanked up by Bin, but he goes golden, keeping himself alive. Yike's going to die first. Blade Caller locks down Mickey. It's 2 kills and Baron over to the side of B.
In nailing down these Barons, and Maokai does not have a good secure.
And they immediately get the Drake right after for Soul Point.
You just can't do anything about it, so now it's going to be incredibly hard. You're having to overload the top side because the Jax is pushing these ultis. They throw out these cooldowns, they draw people here, and then Bin takes the turret top. And as you say, you know, but it means that he's not going to be able to effectively deal damage, and that is the problem that G2 have. They're looking for an engage, though.
Yike wants it. Nature's Grasp goes in. They get the Keeper's Verdict for the ejection as Mickey is in the front line trying to get himself away to force G2 into.
Oh, look at Yagao. He has an angle here.
Yagao looking for a Weaver's Wall. Fires it off. Separates Yike from the rest of the team. Seismic shove. Ain't going to find a mark just yet. Nature's Grasp flies out. Shun trying to block it from the rest of the team. Broken Blade here in the front line. Not a whole lot coming out of that one.
No, not going to be able to get much. They do get the ulti off of Shun and Yagao, though, so relatively even trade. And G2 clearly have drawn the line in the sand. They're going to fight here. They're going to fight now. It'll be all about Hans.
Elk is onto the Drake. He's going to start DPSing. The rest of the team's just keeping everybody away. Shun is close enough to smite, but that's it. Broken Blade goes for the Keeper's Verdict. Ben is going to be taken out with the Infernal Soul. Gold's over to BLG. Shun here on the front line as Mickey's taken down to 10 HP. Elk going to find the kill on that one as Ben re-enters the fight in the back line, grabbing the kill on Hans. Broken Blade trapped in the pit, has to flash out to try to get away.
Both of these buffs, and then they're going to have everything that they need to make this happen. And again, Bin, you can see him on the side.
Unexpected usage of the TP just to catch him off guard and secure yourselves a team fight win and a Soul and a Baron. Mickey stepping away from the seismic shove. Still on top of the unraveled earth. Keeper's verdict again. Gonna try to find that removal as Caps has to go into the stasis. Elk now in a spot where he's gonna fight off 1v4. Finds a killing spree on Caps. Elk still alive, but finally gonna be shut down by Hans. Yagao and Bin have made their way into the fight. Flash forward, counter strike. Shun leads the charge. There it is. There it goes, baby. BLG just stomp them.
BLG, they're gonna take this game, a clean game one against G2, 16-3. The soul to their name, both Barons as well, make no doubt about it. BLG are here to play.
It's the last series before the quarterfinals, and BLG come out swinging. They'll start it off 1-0.
Started his niche picks in the LEC spreading around, right? Like the Olaf is spreading around kind of from Adam. You can see this pocket pick here of the Lissandra as well, and is very clearly full-on dive. The Lissandra meant to be a really good
Tier 1 Terminus, Yikes coming around. Yagao is low on mana. They might just try to go for the full-on dive here. Cap's gonna be taking the damage from the turret first. Yagao trying to get away, to the skies, trying to keep him alive, but it's Yike with the first blood. Before the ulti comes back up for the Zeri, but it doesn't look like it.
Yep, exactly. And Shun feeling now that Bin is safe as
Never mind, they are gonna go in. Elk is under pressure, and G2 finds their second kill.
G2 advantages that are becoming big ones. He's only able to far from max range.
There they are, flash ulti, Yike coming in over the top. Parents Caps crashing a massive wave into the mid lane tier 1 turret. They're up 1,500 gold. A TP's coming in. BLG wants to make a fight now as the Drake is gonna be taken low. Shun comes up. The Drake is claimed by Yike, but it's gonna be a kill and a shutdown. Back over to Bin.
Close. Yike also has a stride breaker and has ulti up.
All right, Elk's going in here in the bottom lane. Mickey goes over the wall there with the claw, trying to stop this play from happening. Yagao from downtown. Mickey trying to get himself away as Yagao is locked up, having to flash back the other direction. Yikes is here. Out. On's in trouble. They've brought Caps into the mix. He gets a root. He gets the extra damage from the blooming blow. Has to flash away from the root to guarantee that Caps wouldn't be able to grab him. Yike was hovering. Now Mickey trying to get away as the Nature's Grasp comes out on wanting to reach him here with the quickness. Ain't quite gonna get there. Mickey wants to buy an extra moment here with the ulti, but Elk's got the damage.
Clean from on circle of control that is going to keep Cap safe, going to keep him pushing up and extending that advantage. He was already up 30-40 early. And he could have definitely not given up any plates, but he knew that he needed to play the map. He knows that he needs to really be.
Shun fires out the Nature's Grasp. Cap's trying to stop these guys. Twisted advance. Back onto Mickey. They charm him up. They want to blow him up, but they can't find him here just yet. The ulti keeps him alive. Zap comes through. Shun takes. Very slow Drake game so far. Just the first couple over to the side of G2 as Yagao gets away over the wall. Yike wants to chase him. They turn him back around. G2's jump there is overcommitted. They strike him down. Yagao.
Mid. So at the very least, G2 is going to get that tier 1 for free. BLG, though, might end up in a fight because Broken Blade about to have that ulti. Here he comes.
Yikes, ready to jump in with a paranoia. Mickey goes in for the claw. He finds a lockdown onto 2. They want to burst him down, but they won't find him just yet. Big goes for the kill. Pop blows up. Caps found everybody, but isn't going to be enough. He gets the kill on Yagao. Hansama goes back over the wall, but Bin hunts him down. Broken Blade and Yike back over onto the dragon. This is going to be taken very low. It's claimed by Broken Blade. They're on soul point, but at what cost? Broken Blade cuts down Bin. Elk is melee range against the Olaf. He flashes away, but he still puts the bullets through him. Caps.
Difference, and now this is not much defense here with that low tower.
Nope, Yagao tries to get something back, but honestly, G2 have bullied him.
This 2 towers plus the kill going to G2 down on the spot side. The gold lead extends. That allows him to pull off these special plays.
Mickey and Yike jumping in. Hans ready to follow up as they want to find the pick onto Shun. He tries to get away, but the guy said damage is more than enough.
Time, and if they overcommit, Yagao is hunting, but Caps might just 100 to 0 him.
Oh, he missed the Q. Blooming Blows not connecting means there's no insta-burst there, but it's still G2 on the Mountain Soul. Bin trying to step up and challenge these guys, but it ain't gonna happen. He has to run. BLG in full retreat. On goes for a knockup on Broken Blade, but what's that gonna do? Not a whole lot of anything. Mountain Soul for the LEC's #1 seed.
And they want more. Broken Blade.
Broken Blade with the undertow. Mickey ready to charge forward. Paranoia's back up, ready to go again, and Yagao is about to die. Yikes! takes the kill. Shun tries to find Hans Sama as Elk wants to fire, but Caps can't find the Pop Blossom. Shun takes out Hans. Caps falls to the zap. A shutdown back over to Shun as now Yank is trying to chase on, but he ain't gonna find him. A killing spree for Elk. Could this be what BLG needed?
Elk just went crazy in that fight, anticipates the R flash from Caps, gets back, they get the bounty mid, they're gonna get the Baron as well. BLG flipped this game on its head. Elk absolutely takes over in the 5v5.
We have seen it before. 2 minutes. G2 need to dig in their heels and defend.
This guy, he's gonna make you pay, and they're setting up here, trying to control vision on the spot side of the map to enable very difficult. And you know that Caps is on the flank, but they've spotted him.
He's trying to go in. He gets knocked back by Yagal. Pop of the stasis trying to stay alive, but now it's going to be Bin in the middle of everybody. Hans grabbing the assassination on the BLG mid laner. Bin tries to stand and fight. It's Mickey traded away 1-for-1 so far. Bin wants to slice and dice, but he can't get away just yet. Now he finally will. Broken Blade trying to finish off the enemy top laner as BLG wants to regroup and peel the Olaf away. They can't kill him. He's so damn tanky. Elk with the ult. He's going to pop the Guardian Angel from the Nocturne as now he's refiring back on the Olaf. He wants to kill him to On, but Broken Blade can't do it. Elf's going over the wall. He's trying to outfight it. Can he get the damage? Bin with a stun into Hans, but instead he gets brought down himself. Caps with a shutdown.
We're back to live. We're back to Elder.
Everybody's ready to go. Broken Blade's not here. There's no TP on the Olaf. Bin's gonna respawn here in about 3 seconds. The Elder's down to 4,000 HP. Could it be an Elder flip to end the game? Shun's locked down. Elder Drake coming to G2. What about the team fight after? Caps dies before he can get the ulti. Now they're gonna put the damage into Hans. Bin's already killed off Yank. Hans is gonna die. They got the Elder, but they may have.
They have to buy time.
Tier 2 turret under pressure. Already yet. Those 15-second respawn timers.
Those clones keeping BLG scared. BLG don't have the confidence to actually fully step forward. They're not really getting any chip damage at all down on the tower because they know they could get engaged on.
It's all about Elk and Caps. Elk tries to get away, but he's going to be knocked into the Guardian Angel as soon as the fight begins.
Hans.
Now they want to turn back onto Hans. He's killed off. Elk hops back over the wall. He's ready to kite it out. G2 are collapsing. Bin gets the kill back over onto Mickey as Broken Blade wants to protect Caps. Elk is unstoppable. G2 have crumbled. The fight was long and arduous, but BLG have triumphed. Caps gets a shutdown, and maybe he can save the game.
Let's see, it's Caps in a 1v3. He's gotta hold on, but it is looking so dire. They commit everything for Elk, but he had the GA. They took him down once, they couldn't get him twice, and now Caps, with no flash, has to hold on.
He's got 15 seconds until Mickey's back, then 15 more for Hans.
It's not over.
It's not over yet. The carries are dead on BLG.
Thinking, where could he be? And they're trying to look potentially here for a pick onto Caps.
Oh,
He's
it's
very
Caps.
far.
If he gets caught, that's huge. Pop Blossom ain't gonna get anything. He fires up another route to try to lock down Yagal. On goes in. Now they're turning it around. Elk is gonna die. Huge play from Sama. He'll be turning away for Caps, but now Ben and Shun will be killed by the might of all of G2. Ben cannot survive for very much longer. The Guardian Angel's gonna bring him back, but On and Yagal will not save him. G2 just found themselves a fight and found themselves an Elder. That's your LEC MVP! Getting it done and keeping G2 alive.
The crowd here in Seoul erupting in G2 chants. They love the battle, they love the fight. Watch Mickey, top of your screen, right here. That long flag, that right there is an engage from the LEC MVP. And he sets it up for the squad. So risky staying back there for that long. He was on that flank engage for a full minute at least. And they get the pick onto Elk with no GA on him. It means so much, and now they get better for them ever from here.
This is it. You take the Baron, do a recall if you need to, and then you...
They're for sure going to lose the Outers. They're for sure going to lose an inhibitor. They have to make the call. Do we try to fight into this? Do we just try to give it up and defend to the Nexus? How long can we hold on? Because they need to thin this wave as much as possible.
Nature's Grasp flies out. Yike blocks it with Spell Shield. TP coming in. They're going to kill On before anything else happens. Han Sama's on a rampage. And Broken Blade leads the charge. Elf's knocking it away. And Caps throws them all up into the air. Yagal will not stop it. G2 will not go down without a fight. Quadra kill for Han Sama.
They're trying to go for the Penta, but it is over. It is done. G2 have have one. Here comes Hans. He wants that penta. Give it to him. He deserves it.
Hans trying to chase him. Yagao trying to get away. It's not going to matter. The Nexus will fall. It's all theatrics at this point for the pentakill. Hans won't get there. He's still trying to chase it. Yagao gets out, but the series goes on. We're going to game 3.
Let's go, G2. But
He locked it.
Okay, so I will say, I love this pick here. I am an absolute Bard enthusiast. Bard against 2 carries without dashes is one of the best setups you could possibly have. And Elk is going to be collapsed on.
On's just going to run towards him. Elk flashing immediately, but they turn it back instead. Caps is going to be stunned. He tries to get away. It's first blood over to On. The Braum gets the first one.
But how many
and then
die?
Mickey's under pressure. Elk's looking to turn it right back around again, and BLG grabbing a second kill. G2 should at least be able to get Elk. They're going to grab Yagao as well. It's 2 for 2 in 1.5 minutes.
That is insanity. They're both there.
Yeah.
But if Shin goes straight up towards topside, this is awkward.
Yagao stunned into the wall. Mickey coming up mid lane. The pressure from the Bard is huge as Shun is winning out in the 1v1, but it's not a 1v1 game. Yike flashing away, keeping himself alive. Shun steals the red, but now Broken Blade may just claim it. Ben's coming up trying to chase him, trying to stop him, but Mickey's gonna pop him. Mickey, the Bard at level 2 with the roam to get it done as Ben goes in and takes the red right back. This game is madness. The Croc is waiting on cooldowns. He has to try to get away from this one. 4 seconds on the slice. Broken Blade and Yike. If they get the stun from Renekton, the flag combo is guaranteed. Broken Blade doing a good job getting away for now. He uses the hop to try to get out, but they've still got the dive.
Ben will base now with likely 2,000 gold is what I'm going to estimate, but we'll see if Elk can get out.
Yeah, Elk's in some trouble. Sidestepping away from it. Nicely done. Plasma proc might still bring him down. And it's Mickey getting the kill. BLG still going after the Drake. G2 not willing to challenge. You can see Yike channeling the recall. They're not going to go in for this one. BLG will take the objective.
But again, look at the wave.
Mickey rotating up, trying to help him, but the arrow misses. Caps with the nice sidestep.
G2 are
the
coming.
plays he has to make. G2 is ready to collapse. Broken Blade has the Gnar bar. On's only at half HP. The Herald still not killed off just yet. They want to go in for the Gnar and try to kill him, but he transforms in time. Herald down to 800. It's going to be smited away. Ben with a flash stun, but Mickey goes on a magical journey. Caps tries to escape. Yike barely staying alive here and now, but Ben gets a killing spree. Broken Blade back over the wall. BLG get the 1 kill. Ben still chasing after Broken Blade. Not quite right now. Caps gonna be knocked up into the air. Shockwave on top of the jaw.
He comes back in, and they could be looking at dive. I'm looking at Jarvan. They're going to go for this dive potentially here. There's no flash on Broken Blade, but he is getting close to Mega. This would be risky.
It could be another punish. Shun is going to take the turret aggro for now. Drops the flag on top of him. They don't want to overcommit for it. Meanwhile, Twisted advance here in the bottom lane. They want to bring in the Braum to try to save the Ashe. Mickey going to take the damage here at the start. The Braum dropping the ulti here on the turret, but a TP is coming in to reinforce for BLG. Hans, Yike, Mickey, all going on a magical journey straight to Blast Cone City. Get the hell out of
the team. He creates a big advantage against Broken Blade, and then he gets active on the map. But there's a cost.
Do it. You talk about, oh my goodness, hold on now. Broken Blade looking for Elk, wants to stop him, but now On jumps in. Winner's bite, focus fire. Broken Blade is down. Elk.
From Caps, great reaction from him, but they're looking again for Elk, who has no flash.
Glacial Fissure over the wall. A lot of damage here into Mickey. He saves himself for a moment. Hans looking to take down Elk. He's gonna get him, and Mickey lives. Meanwhile, the dive coming out from Ben, but Cap stays alive too. Massive moves coming out from G2 as Shun wants to go in and find that mid laner and finish what Ben started. The dunk goes through. It's good, and BLG finally gets something back here. Now they're going to take the tier 1 turret on the top side as well.
They're going to be able to get this tower, but G2 still staying so active on the map here. And Hans has been...
And move that weight to the rest of the team as Caps is going to be thrown back by the Shockwave. Stun into the turret thanks to the Bard. Yagao is low. Stays alive with the Guardian proc from the Braum. And the arrow from Elk from a long way away finds the first target. Yike flashing out of the Cataclysm's walls.
They want to push out. They want to hit towers. They want to scale. They want to play it that way. Chemtech, you're probably willing to just give it up. Nice ulti there. Unfortunately, it just buys time, and Mickey may just die for it.
Yeah, Mickey going on the magical journey, though, gets away. Initially, they were worried about chasing him, but I think now they realize, nah, let's get this dude. BLG. Shun is on a killing spree. and now they're going to continue pushing. They may have stopped the charge on the tier 1 turret, but the tier 2 falls. The tier 3 may be next. G2, where are you? What is going on here? Hans Sama and Yike cannot move forward and stop it. They're just not going to stick around any further. They don't care about
tier 1s for that. You can see the goal difference over time, powered by AWS, though, heavily in the favor there of BLG. It's kind of up and to the right besides that little dip down now. And they are going to grab that third dragon, but at the very least, it is the weakest soul. It does give you some hope that, hey, G2, even if you lose the soul, it's not necessarily a death sentence. And they're trying to get as much gold on these carries as they can. And then maybe you have that big moment, though, trying to move in towards this top side, deny vision. They want to take away these camps, and they're looking for Mickey.
Another good shot from Elk. They may have set him behind, but he's on one of the best utility AD carries in the game, and he's still making his presence known.
And G2 have to be careful because they didn't use Shockwave or Jarvan ult for that. They did not overcommit. They spent just the Braum and the Ashe ulti there, and there's the Shockwave.
Shockwave on Caps, but he gets away with the shifting sands. Shun falling back.
Angle, we can't fight here.
And that's what I was talking about earlier. It's the difference in those completed items. It's Yike and Broken Blade, the ones that have to go back because they're the ones that didn't have the completions. Now Elk, mistiming there on the binding from Mickey afterwards. It's not like it would have stunned him anyway, but it doesn't connect at all. So that's Bard ulti down. Cap with a nice shuffle back, but now it's going to be a Cataclysm on the 2. Hans forced to flash away as the Twisted Advance tries to stop BLG from going forward. Instead, it's going to be a flash from Ben. Ruthless Predator to stun up the enemy jungler. Focus Fire comes through. One more hit, and Yike is down. G2.
They've lost the soul. Han's going to try to find an angle for Baron Seal. This
the
would be
Void
heroic
Seeker
if they could do
miracle?
it.
No, not quite. I respect the attempt. You gotta go.
Yeah, and you look at the waves. Top is pushing, bot is pushing, mid is open. This is a potential play for this tier 3 bot as well.
Yeah, the tier 2, I don't think there's any way they're gonna try to defend that tier 2. It's so risky. And BLG backing away from the wall as they see the Ornn transformed into Mega, not giving them the opportunity to try to make that play. Broken Blade transformed back into Mininar. Ashe ulti hits Hans Sama, forces out the cleanse. Tier 3 turret here in the bottom lane, almost killed already. Elk and the cannon minions putting in the work. Inhibitor under fire.
And that's the thing, Broken Blade had his Mega Gnar on cooldown, so if you were gonna fight there, you couldn't fight for the bot lane inhibitor. He's trying to charge it up now.
Caps trying to clear out these waves. Shockwave whiffs.
That's big. Not gonna be able to catch Caps there. He's been so good on these shifts back to dodge out on some of these skill shots, but this is the problem. They're not finding the angle to fight, and it means you're giving up everything. That's triple inhib. Now the Bard ulti comes. They gotta go.
They gotta go now. Nature's Grasp coming out, seeing if they might be able to lock him down, but no! Hans Sama is already dead. Caps hit by the arrow. Shun's ready to jump in and try to take this guy down. He goes golden. Caps should die here. Yagao is in a killing spree. BLG are gonna win it right now. Mickey goes on a magical journey back to his own Nexus, back to his own fountain, and that will do it! The last vestige of the LEC is wiped from Worlds 2023, and BLG earn their spot in the quarterfinals!
BLG march forward to